Hello, it's Thursday the 4th of February. My name's Brenda Mullan. I'm an analyst with AHDB cereals and oilseeds. And for today's market update, we're going to look at the global barley market. So over the last few decades, we've seen barley somewhat falling out of favour in terms of production. The levels of 160 million tonnes we saw over the 80s and 90s have fallen down to around a 10-year average of about 140 million tonnes. But this season we did see a jump of around 5 million tonnes, taking this year's production to 146 million tonnes. The slide shows the actual changes for some of the key producers across the world, and you can see that despite some reductions for the Black Sea regions and other smaller producers, overall increases elsewhere has helped to lift global production. So considering the EU to start with, recent increases for the UK and Germany helped to lift total EU barley production. In the UK, this season's production reached an 18-year high of 7.4 million tonnes, and that was mainly driven by increases for winter barley. With higher opening stocks this year and a larger harvest, but expectations that consumption is going to be down, we're looking at an increase in the barley surplus available for either export or free stock this season. And this means that export competitiveness is really key for UK barley this year, something similar to what we've seen for the wheat market. Staying with the EU for a moment, the downward trend for EU malting barley prices reflects the size of the global crop, and also somewhat the fact that EU winter crops across the winter are in relatively good condition for this year's harvest. It's also been suggested that EU markets are perhaps more tuned in to new crop trading rather than old crop trading, which has put pressure on spot prices. The map of the world helps to summarise the state of the global barley market across some of the key producers. Bigger crops in Canada and Australia have boosted output, but this doesn't necessarily guarantee larger malting crops or better malting quality for these countries. In Argentina, the crop that's just been harvested exceeded expectations of many forecasters, and that was really driven by bigger areas, yields, and also favourable weather throughout harvesting. However, lower areas in the Black Sea regions contributed to a sizable reduction for output in Russia and the Ukraine. You can read more on the global barley market situation in our recent prospects article, where we also look into a tentative outlook to this year's harvest. We'll concentrate a future prospects article on demand, usage and trade to see how the global barley market is balancing itself out this season. Thank you.